take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented
Good evening and welcome to tonight's On the Fly Open Panel for Baseball, presented from Yankees The Ugly Truth with myself and whoever chooses to come up as a guest. Do not have a scripted show tonight. Normally, I would be getting ready to call the Orioles versus the Yankees baseball game, but I do not have access to it because the only actual stream that they have is courtesy of Gotham Sports app. Not available on MLB TV, and the only way that I could listen to the game is via WFAM 660 AM or WBAL 1090 AM, and I'm not going to try to call a game based off of radio broadcast, something that I can't see. So hence, I decided on the fly to have an open panel and we could talk a little bit about baseball and the Yankees as we progress towards opening night. As you know, opening night is 5 days away. It's going to be for the Yankees in San Francisco, with us facing up against the Giants. We already know that the starters are going to be Logan Webb for the Giants, their ace. Good evening, Sean. Welcome to the stream. And the Yankees are going to put Max Fried out on the bump. It should be an exciting opening night. And that particular game is going to be exclusive to Netflix. So if you don't have Netflix, you'll be out of luck and you can't watch the damn game anyhow, which is sort of ridiculous. I've got a big bone of contention to pull with all these sidebar subscriptions that you have right now. For my estimate, hey NFE, you have to actually have 6 different subscriptions to watch the Yankees, and that's unsat. You're isolating fans. Hey Jake. All right. And since this is yeah, and if he sort of like last year, we should cash the season in before it even began. Not bother playing, but you know what? I'm in there for making folks eat shit sandwiches and do a little bit of suffering as the Yankees kick a little bit of butt this year. I am going to drop the link right now. Actually, and anyone who chooses can come up. Let's see. First comment of the night. And I don't think it was the right move for Weathers to be starting. He hasn't looked great this spring. Just got hammered by the Blue Jays starting lineup. I don't think that he would be better served in the pen. He would be better served in the pen. Well, Jake, I'm going to tell you, I'm not going to disagree with you one bit in my particular polls on where players should be and who should make the team. I have Weathers out of the bullpen. I had concerns about him and his injury history. He hasn't pitched a lot of games over the last 3 years, and he's been in the sideline. I did see Boone's comments about the rotation, and I don't work for the Yankees, and I personally don't agree with what he has to say. I understand that Weathers is working on some stuff. Well, I would tend to think that you would see progress by the time the season actually starts. All right. And we have our first guest of the day. Hank.
Hi.
Hello, Jonathan. Welcome to the stream.
Thank you for having me.
Yep. So hence we will be trial under fire to begin the first, I'd say, 4 weeks of the season. And I think if Weathers does not produce, that he will not be in the starting rotation. They'll end up moving. Hey, we have another guest.
To your point earlier, I think you need at least 7 different subscriptions
7 subscriptions to watch the Yankees throughout the season. That's
to
a
watch
little
all 162 games.
that's a little ridiculous in my personal opinion.
It is.
And then with the whole like MLB, what is it? T-Mobile does that deal with the, the perks benefits for their members that had the MLB like the 149 deal on them. But you gotta apply for it on between the 24th and the 30th, or your SOL. And then you got the other subscriptions that you gotta pay out of pocket for.
Yep. And if I saw your predictions and that the Weathers one, I understand why you predicted that he would be in the rotation. And you've probably seen mine. My starting 5 is Max Fried in the 1 slot, Will Warren in the 2 slot, Cam Slitler in the 3 slot, Luis Hill in the 4 slot, and Paul Blackburn in the 5 slot. I think that the Yankees have been stretching them out, and I've seen decent progress.
Yeah, I was kind of right there. I was thinking that they would have had Weathers as like a long relief guy in the pen and a spot starter occasionally, but
well, we have layers of depth, and one of the things that I'm very optimistic about, I do not think that Heel is regressing. The things that I'm encouraged by with Heel is his velocity has returned to his 2024 rate. This spring training, he has obviously been working a lot on his breaking pitches to at least have them show as being strikes, so he has the potential to swing and miss. And with regard to a pitcher, it takes you about 1,000 pitches for your muscle memory to kick in, where everything is natural and you just start shooting from the hip. To me, it seems, as I've seen Hill progress through spring training, that he's fighting himself and he's starting to look better. He had a bad outing, and he's going to be on the bump tonight against the Orioles. So this should be his last start before opening night, and we'll see what we have.
Well, I think also after every game they're going to cut 1 or 2 players.
Well, yeah, that's you definitely have that potential. Speaking of tonight's game, I'm going to go ahead and go over the lineup since I won't be able to call the damn game because of the Gotham Sports app. Leading off for the Orioles is going to be Ward playing left field. He's the little shit that dropped a bunt down on Garrett Cole his first pitch. Gold second base. He's a fast guy, and then got thrown out by Wells at third base. They've got their their new young catcher that they signed to a long-term deal after they brought him up, Masayo, hitting second. And then their prize free agent signing, Pete Alonso, will be hitting third, playing first. Kobe Mayo will be at third base, talented young ball player. Tavares will be playing center field. Ramos will be DHing. Vasquez will be at second. And Arillo will be at shortstop. And Hodo, I don't know who the hell he is, will be bringing up the rear. And for our Yankees, tonight we have Trent Grisham leading off once again. Aaron Judge in the 2 holes. This is Judge's first return since the WBC, so I was hoping to see what he was going to do. Bellinger will be hitting in the 3 hole, playing left field. Ben Rice will be cleaning up, hitting in the playing first base. Giancarlo Stanton will be in right field out of the 5 hole. I liked him in that position. Not sure that I like him in right field, but it is what it is. Jazz Chisholm will be hitting out of the 6 hole, playing second base. And Lord knows why the hell the Yankees keep putting Ryan McMahon at shortstop, but he is playing shortstop, hitting out of the 8 hole, 7 hole. Oswaldo Cabrera will be at third base, hitting out of the 8 hole, and behind the dish is going to be J.C. Escara, bringing it up the rear, and we have Luis Hill on the bump.
Here's another question. If they like their young players so much, why do you think they are reluctant to give any of them a long-term contract?
Personally, because I think they got burned on the Severino contract.
Yeah. I think they would have more successful in giving a long-term contract to a hitter in arbitration rather than a pitcher.
They got burned in the Severino contract. The extension on Aaron Hicks, they got burned on.
Well, he wasn't in arbitration.
And then DJ LeMahieu.
I'm not talking about. I'm talking about prospects still in arbitration.
Okay, you talking about like when they bring them up and right when they're in pre-arb and arb,
Yes.
doing like what the Royals did with Witt.
LeMahieu was not in arbitration.
Nope.
Yeah, no. I know he was a free agent. But I don't know. The Yankees have never really operated that way. I mean, they didn't do it with Jeter. They didn't do it with Judge.
Well, they did a 7-year deal with Jeter, so they did have a longer term, and then they rolled.
They did it after the arbitration went over.
Right.
I think they signed him to a 10-year deal, actually, not a 7-year deal.
I thought it was 7 with a 3-year extension.
I thought it was a 10-year with a 4-year extension. But
Inefi brings up a point. What player is currently in ARB that's worth extending?
Well, the players that are in ARB are Volpe, Cabrera, Jason Dominguez is pre-ARB, I believe.
He is.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, and then Heel is what? Pre-ARB or ARB?
Heel is gonna, after this year, it's going to be his first year of ARB.
His last year pre-ARB.
Okay, last year pre-ARB. And then, Wells is pre-ARB as well. So, yeah, I mean, in the arbitration, you got Oswaldo Cabrera, who plays everywhere, and your Ben Zobrist guy. And then you got Anthony Volpe.
Well, I'm not extending either one of them. I don't even want Volpe to play this season, much more or less for a few more years.
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't see Volpe as a long-term player on this team. He has not shown me anything. Unless he changes his approach this year, I don't see Volpe as a long-term player of the Yankees. I don't.
Yeah.
Why? Here's another question. Why, over the last 2 or 3 seasons, they've invested heavily in shortstops if they think Volpe is a long-term player?
Well, I mean, but
I don't think that they see Volpe as a long-term shortstop. They may see him as a pivot to second base, but to answer your question, Celia, no, I don't think that he's a long-term future shortstop for the Yankees, and certainly George Lombard will take that spot from him if they don't convert Lombard into a third baseman.
Well, and then
Well, Lombard Glove, from what I understand, and I've never seen him play, they say Lombard can play MLB ready defense.
I've watched a lot of Double A, and when he was at in High A, I saw him play. They had a lot of broadcasts on MLB Network, and he is definitely a major league ready glove. He presents himself well. His bat has not caught up to his skill set yet. I mean, he banged a few good home runs out, but he's not ready.
Well, if Lombard can improve with his bat this year, I could see him finishing the year in AAA.
Right, and then
I fully expect him to be in AAA this year.
But yeah, no. The other reason I think that the Yankees invest so much in drafting shortstops is shortstops are usually guys you can plug and pull. Make versatile players out of, position versatility out of.
Atypically, your shortstops are your most athletic players, and NFE wants to see Dax Kilby as the second base in the future, and I think that he will be there too.
Well, you think Max Schumann could be our stopgap shortstop?
Well, honestly, my matrix for breaking camp this year has Schumann on the team. Schumann's hitting like 350 in spring training.
Yeah.
He holds 7 positions, and his actual baseline position is shortstop. He is a natural shortstop. He was with the A's as a shortstop, and they moved him out of the position and used him as a Swiss Army knife type player, super utility player, when they brought up the kid that competed for the Rookie of the Year this past season.
Here is something that just came out from Brian Hoke. He says just a minute ago, Kervin Castro was an interesting piece out of the bullpen competition. Based on Aaron Boone's comment today, it sounds like Cade Winquist will break camp on the roster.
Okay.
So, based on what we're hearing, at least today, and breaking news, they optioned Jason Dominguez.
Yeah, so they optioned him down the minor leagues, right?
Based on what I just read, Cade Winquist will be on the opening day roster.
Okay. Well, I mean,
there were 2 options. He was either going to break camp with the major leagues, or we were going to have to offer him back to St. Louis.
Yes.
Whether if they paid the $50,000, then they could take him back, and if they decline the $50,000, is it 25? I thought it was 50.
Yeah, it's $50,000 when you pick a player, and when you offer him back, it's half the amount.
Okay, I thought it was 100 and then 50. My bust.
It might be that way, based on the last time I saw the rules, which was probably a couple of years ago. That could have changed, but I know it's half of what you pay for.
If he was sent back and St. Louis refused to, then we could pull him off the 40-man roster and sign him to minor league camp.
Yes.
Do they want to risk that? I don't know. Is he ready? I'm not sure that he is. I still think that he's got stuff to work out, and working out is at the major league level. I mean, the highest he ever was a Double-A ball player. Let's see.
Well, just think of it this way: Cervelli, he never spent any time in AAA, and they called him up to the majors. So it is possible.
Well, there are other
Yeah.
there are other players that's happened to. Paul Goldschmidt on our team never played one rep in AAA. He went from AA straight into the majors. Although he did have Lyle Oberbay as his first base mentor, and he taught him how to be a first baseman. And Celia, in my opinion, it's better that Dominguez is in AAA. Kid needs all the reps that he can get. Hey, Nancy, welcome to the stream. Let me take this quick pause. If you haven't, please hit the like button, share the channel out. If you're not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing. It's easy because the barcode or the QR code in your right-hand corner takes you straight to the link. So it's easy peasy, nice and squeezy.
It also says you have a recording error, whatever that means.
Not worried about it.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I'd rather the guy get this everyday playing reps, and then in the AAA he can work on getting stronger from the right hand side of the plate.
SGA, welcome to the stream.
Hey, Jonathan. So, Tyler Fitzgerald and Bryce Eldrip and Grant McCray are going to be optioned off to AAA in Sacramento. So, they won't be a part of the roster on opening night. So that kind of sucks. That kind of hurts for me to say as a Giants fan that we won't have Grant McCray and Fitzgerald and McCray on the opening night roster when we play New York. So they looks like they weren't playing well in spring training, and Tony Vitello didn't really see a lot of like he didn't see a lot of stuff in them, so he moved them down to AAA. But I think I kind of understand. They'll kind of learn a lot in AAA and play there, and once they're better, they'll move them up here.
Well, that's the nature of spring training. You get an advanced look at what you have in the farm system. You have people that recover from injuries. You have development of the players that are first years, like for the Yankees, for instance. Will Warren learned completely on the fly last year at the major league level. He should have been in AAA, but he ended up doing
another move that just happened.
I mean, I really would love to see.
Hold on, let Jonathan speak.
It said they optioned Castro and Yoli de los Santos along with Dominguez to AAA.
Okay.
So Castro and de los Santos will not make opening day roster.
Okay, not unanticipated.
I thought Castro could have had a chance.
I think him getting beat like a drum by the Blue Jays yesterday didn't help his case.
No, I think I think yesterday's game solidified his return to AAA.
Yep.
But I always say, he is one of the next men up when we need him.
Yeah, but Eldridge, McCray, and Fitzgerald, those are our best hitters on the Giants, and not having them on the roster, I would love to see them at Oracle for opening night.
How could you say they're the best hitters on the Giants?
No, but Fitzgerald's a good hit. But I see a lot of I see a lot of good things, a lot of good things in them.
Well, seeing good things and then performing at the major league level is two different animals.
Yeah, I mean,
and what positions? I'm not familiar with the farm system for the Giants. What positions those people play?
But all of my friends who are Giants fans who follow this team.
That's not what I asked you. What position do those players play?
Graham McCray, Fitzgerald, and Eldred, they're all infield players.
Okay, so are you going to knock Devers?
I'm not going to knock Devers, but
or Adames out of your infield rotation?
I'm not going to knock them out, but I'm not going to knock Adames and Devers out. I like Adames and Devers. I'm not going to knock them out of it. I'll keep them.
Well, then they have no position in the starting roster of the Giants, and they're not going to develop on the bench as bench players. So the best place for them to be is in AAA, and then they can be called upon in the event of injury, or I don't see non-performance from any of the three players that I mentioned. But that is a layer of depth that the Giants are going to have.
And that's a good thing, because if Adamas gets hurt or Devers gets hurt, you got guys that are already ready to step up and fill in the gap. And then you also got the Korean guy that's one of your best players,
The
son of the
Jung-Hoo Lee.
song.
Jung-Hoo Lee.
Yeah, Jung-Ho Lee.
Yeah, he's one that I wanted on the Yankees like no tomorrow, but we weren't able to bring him in.
Ken, with that move that just happened that I just announced, I think my 26-man roster was finalized.
Okay. Aren't we supposed to be talking about that on Sunday?
Yes, but that's I'm just looking at my list, and I'm looking at the list that the Yankees cuts the Yankees made, and they just finalized my 26-man roster.
Let's see.
Viewers, make sure to subscribe to Ken and the Ugly Truth, and subscribe to Joe from New York Yankee Mania. Support both of those channels. They make good Yankees content. Please go over there and subscribe to them.
This might be a hot take, but honestly, I believe Dominguez has more potential with the bat than Grisham does. It would have been nice for him to make the team.
Well, I think he would have been with the team if they didn't offer Grisham the qualifying offer. If Grisham was not on the team, you would have Dominguez.
Yeah. Sorry, guys. I had to get pork chops out of the oven. So,
would you have Dominguez or would you have Jones?
I think I would like to see more of Jones, but I think Dominguez is right now, from what I saw, more major league ready. But I think in the long term, Jones will be the better player.
Yeah, I mean, you could have gone with Dominguez and left, and Bellinger in center, because Bellinger does still play Gold Glove caliber.
I think Dominguez is a better center fielder, honestly.
Oh yeah, I mean, you could have had Dominguez in between if you didn't get Grisham. And look, Grisham has been struggling in spring training. Is that going to carry over?
Well, look, when someone gives you $22 million after a career year, why would you not accept it?
And honestly, you need 50 to 60 at-bats to be ready for the regular season. My last count a day or so ago was Grisham had 34 at-bats. He's not even had the swing total ready.
Okay. No.
And the thing that I've also seen is Grisham had an average that was sitting at 122, and he's close to 160 now. So his average is going up because he's actually hitting.
Yeah,
brings up a point. Grisham said he had offers from other teams, but chose to come back to the Yankees.
Yeah, and like Jonathan said, I mean, that $22 million qualifying offer.
Well, he was on a $5 million contract last year.
Right.
Yeah, $17 million pay bump.
And he took a pay cut to be on the Yankees for that $5 million contract.
Yeah, I'm sure he could have close to $80 to $100 million at somewhere based on this.
Yeah, no, I mean, his field, the market value for Grisham would have been $16 million per year.
No,
so
not $60 million per year. That's crazy.
I said 16. Like
16. I heard 60.
No, that's 16. 1-6.
Yeah, I watched the San Francisco Giants versus Reds prospects game where they had all the prospects who are playing. I didn't even recognize even one of those names, the prospects for the Giants. None of them Not even all of those players were randos to me. I'd even recognize one of those prospects' names who were there. Only one I knew was J.D. Davidson on the San Jose Giants. That's all. That's all I know. All the other players I don't know. They're new to me. I'm not that big of a fan. I know I'm familiar with the prospects. That came through the farm system.
Well, as a Giants content creator, you should be doing your homework so that you do know those players.
But they're randos to me. All those prospects. They're like I said, J.D. Davison and Barracoto. Those all because they played on the San Jose Giants, so everybody knows those players. But they don't know the other players, right? People who are following this team know the prospects. All the prospects on the team. They know them. But for me, I don't follow this team that deeply.
Well, maybe
And
Where I know the prospects.
at the
The
end
young.
of the first, at the end of the first inning in the Orioles Yankees game, Hill had Ward pop out, Sayo ground out, and he struck out Pete Alonso.
oh, that's a good sign.
He's off to a good start. Like you said, he's probably going to show more so what you're going to see in the regular season today than you have. Like I said, he's been working on stuff and he's getting his tune-up ready for the season to start. And
Well,
when you bring up
Yankees have always had high hope on Heel. It might just take him 2 or 3 starts to become that Rookie of the Year player we saw.
he's 2 seasons more mature. He was working his way back at the end of the year. I mean, he came up in August. I don't know that there was a lot of expectations that he was going to be blowing the doors off. And the thing that was concerning to me is his fastball velocity dropped from 98 miles an hour down to 93. And it never really ticked up. During spring training, his fastball velo has been clocking between 97 and 98. So velo is back. And like I said, he's been working on a crap load of breaking pitches. Here's the sequence that he had for he threw 5 pitches to Alonso. They were all 5 fastballs, and all 5 pitches were at 96 or higher.
Sean, so I have a question for you. So how many wins do you think the New York Yankees are going to have by the end of the 2026 season? Do you think they're going to finish with a pretty decent record? Like not the you don't think it's going to be the best record they finish with, but how many wins do you think out of a 162 game season?
I think they're gonna have a 102 win season.
102?
No, isn't there 162 games in the season? Like aren't there 82 home games and 80 away games? Is that how it works?
81.
81.
81 and 81.
It's 162, right? So
That's correct.
Correct. So 102
Could be.
win and 102 and 60 is what I believe their record is. They're going to finish at in the regular season.
God's honest
I'm
truth.
not guessing that high. I'm guessing anywhere between 94 and 97.
God's honest truth. I don't give a rat's ass about the regular season record.
Of course not.
If you make the postseason, you have a ticket to the dance, and you can go from there.
But why don't you care about the regular season?
Hold on. Let me finish speaking. The Seattle Mariners have the highest win total in a regular season throughout Major League history, and they didn't win the World Series. That season is looked at as a total loss for them. The Dodgers routinely, for the last couple of years, have massively taken a lot of wins, but been knocked out within the first or second rounds of the playoffs.
But how don't you
winning in
not
the
care about
regular
the?
season is great, but being able to put it together in the postseason is where it counts.
But how do you not care about the regular season? All the games in the regular season count. Like that, you should be caring about how many wins you get in the regular season. You should. I mean, it shows it shows how good of a team you are to see how many wins you get in the regular season.
Well, if you win, it doesn't matter how many win. As long as you win the division, That's the most important thing. If you win the division with 91 games or 101 games and you still win the division, it doesn't matter of the win total.
Ian,
Yeah.
You got a comment here about Volpe not on the 26-man roster unless he's tearing it up. I do not believe he's not going to be on the 26-man roster to begin with.
He's going to start on the IL, I believe.
Yeah,
And
he's already put on the 60-day IL.
I don't know if it's the 60, but
But I know he's already on.
I anticipate that he is going to be on the 60-day IL where it's all said and done with.
I mean, as a Giants fan, I would really love to see how Arise and Bader does.
Yet.
So as a San Francisco Giants, I would love to see how Luis Arise and Harrison Bader perform. I'm hoping they're gonna have a phenomenal season. I have no question about that. They're two great hitters. So I think they're gonna have a good season into 2026 when we play you guys in a 3-game series.
Well,
I'm really excited how they will perform.
6 games before it's all said and done.
They can, but those two hitters can perform at elite level, right? Do you agree that Harrison Bader and Arise can perform at elite level?
Well, I mean, it's your interpretation of elite. Arise is a solid hitter, contact hitter, extraordinaire. He plays the field like ass. I don't know that that's an elite player.
But why?
And we had Harrison Bader on the Yankees, and I loved him as a ball player for New York. He brought fire. He was a decent ball player, but his Achilles heel was he couldn't stay on the field healthy.
But why do you say that about Arise? I thought you Giants fans should be excited about Arise. Venezuela just won the World Baseball Classic. He's on Venezuela, so you should be happy. Giants fans should be elated about that they won the World Baseball Classic. Arise was on that team, and they won. They beat USA.
And
they won the whole thing.
And when Arise played Team USA in the finals, what did he do?
He was a DH.
He went 0-for. He didn't get a hit. He didn't contribute to that win.
And the whole time during the WBC, they had him as DH. He's a 3-time batting champion.
Arise didn't get a hit in the World Baseball Classic, but once he moves into the regular season, he's going to put all that behind him. He's not going to worry about what he did in the World Baseball Classic. He's going to focus on the regular season that I need to make a name for myself here. Because if you don't make a name for yourself, there's no reason to be in this league.
He already has a name for himself. And that's
no, but he didn't get a hit in the world, so he's gonna forget what happened in the WBC and just focus on the regular season. He should, like, if he's worried about what happened, forget about that. That's already gone. Focus on what you produce in the regular season.
But your question / comment was, do I feel that Arise and Bader are elite players? I think that they're good players. I do not believe that they're elite players. And I cited the reason.
So as a New York Yankees fan, which players do you think on your team are elite?
Aaron Judge.
Aaron Judge, Cody Bellinger, Garrett Cole, Max Fried, Rodon's up there, but and then you got some guys that are all-stars. But and Paul Goldschmidt, he's age is starting to catch up to him, and he said it himself that he wants to be that he can't play every day.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if this is Goldschmidt's final year. I have a feeling he's going to retire after this year.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if you know this. The Arizona Diamondbacks, Paul's initial squad offered him a 2-year contract to come in and be the everyday first baseman and mentor Tyler Locklear, the top prospect in MLB, one of the top prospects in MLB that they got in the Eugenio Suarez trade. Paul did not take that contract because he said that his body after the 2025 season could not stand up to playing every day. Me personally, hats off to him having the integrity be upfront with the club and let them know that he's more suited as a bench player. And I don't think that that's going to be a controversy with him coming back to New York.
Yeah.
I think he wants the opportunity to win a World Series ring, and best opportunity was with the Yankees.
Right. And then I don't know.
That is
Would you
why he's on the bench and Bryce is the first baseman.
But I mean, but it's perfect mentor for Bryce to have to learn first base, you know, and completely transition from being a catcher. But also, would you consider Giancarlo Stanton still elite with the bat? I mean, obviously he's a DH, but
No, I've never considered Stanton elite. He has an elite bat. His fielding was decent, not exceptional.
The only thing elite of Stanton in his career was his power hitting.
yeah.
Not even his average, his power.
Well, I mean, he didn't even when he won that MVP with the Marlins with the 59 homer. I don't think what was his batting average that year?
I don't think it was even 300.
Yeah, it might have been like 270, right?
Let me see what it was.
I mean, like I said, you asked about elite players on the Yankees, and I have one, and it's Aaron Judge. I don't consider any other player on the roster elite. I consider a bunch of very good players that can play together as a team, and that's what it takes to win. I wouldn't class.
So you're saying Aaron Judge is elite, and you're disregarding all the other players? Like they don't mean anything to you? Like they're meaningless, or what is it?
That's not what I said.
No, but you like Aaron Judge is elite, and then you're saying the other players are not elite. Like I bet if you keep watching the team, another player might be elite. Then Judge and some other player.
I've been watching the Yankees since 1968. Actually, I was watching before. That was the first game that I attended for the Yankees. In 1968, I've seen a lot of history with the Yankees. I've seen greats. 68, I saw Mickey Mantle hit a ball completely out of old Detroit Tiger Stadium and was simply amazed. I saw players like Thurman Munson, another guy that was very good, Greg Nettles, Chris Chambliss, Dickie Rivers, Reggie Jackson. I mean, through the annals, Don Mattingly. The Yankees have had many elite players or great players, but if you look at the championship teams of the 90s for the Yankees, who would you class as true elite players?
And are you aware that in Stanton's career he only had 3 seasons where he played 145 games or more, and he never hit above 290 in a season?
Okay.
All right. Here's an update for you. Luis Hill in his second inning strikes out Kobe Mayo, strikes out Leody Taveras, and has a fly ball out by Brian Ramos. That's 3 up and 3 down.
That's why he's in the starting rotation.
That's 6 up and 6 down with 5 strikeouts.
And I think he's kind of figured out the stamina thing
Well, in 24, when he came up as a rookie, he had 1 speed, fastball, and that was it. There was nothing else behind fastball. He is actually becoming a pitcher and not a thrower.
Well, that's what pitchers need to learn early on in their career. You can't rely on pure speed.
Yeah, but no, SGA, I mean, I care more about the team playing well together and putting the team first rather than personal statistics. I mean, I remember watching the Giants with Barry Bonds and Jeff Kent. You know,
fantastic team.
Huh?
They won. That's when they were winning World Series every other year.
Well, no, the Yankees were with Derek Jeter and all them. I'm talking about with
Bonds and Kent. they would win the World Series. Then they would crap up in the playoffs. Then they'd win the World Series. Then they'd crap up in the playoffs. They took 3 World Series every other year. And that was with Kent and Bonds on their squad.
Yeah, well,
14, I believe.
yeah. But I was talking about like back in 2001, 2002. Remember when the 2002 they faced the Angels, and the Angels would win because they would pitch around Bonds, and then they would find a way to jam Kent or get Bonds up.
Well, and that's baseball. I mean, the newest trend for Aaron Judge is, and John Snyder, I freaking hate that dude, was, oh, Judge is coming up. There's nobody on. 4 fingers, put him on base. Oh, there's a runner at second. 4 fingers, put him on base. He had more intentional walks by midseason than Mickey Mantle did in his MVP year.
Oh yeah, I mean, no, and then last year, in the beginning of it, people were wondering if he was going to get close to the Babe Ruth's total base record of 493 or whatever it was in 1921.
I mean, there's a lot of chatter and freaking talking points about Aaron Judge being not clutch, not this, not that. It's all crap. If you look at Judge's stats, his numbers, the guy is comparing to some of the all-time greats in baseball history.
Judge also missed 13 games last year.
Yeah.
So as a Giants fan, the 3 world champions the Giants won was in 20. They won in 2010, 2012, and 2014.
Yeah,
I like the 2012 Giants a lot. I like them with Buster Posey and Pablo Sandoval and Bumgarner. That was my favorite team out of the 2012. I love the 2012 Giants. They had a good team back then with all those group of guys. They really that was a fun time when they won it in that year.
Well, the Giants are a long stoic franchise, even from its New York days, moving over to San Francisco.
Yeah, back when they had Mel.
Giants are, I believe, as old as the franchise is as old as the Yankees, maybe a little older.
No, they're older than the Yankees, but they're actually.
It's from Ian Hawaiian. A 331 batting average means that he failed 66.9% of the time. That rate, Judge haters can suck it. I agree, brother, completely.
Hey.
To me, I don't understand why fans hate on another person's team. There's just like your team and be happy with your team. Don't go after other people's teams, attacking their players, saying their players suck, their players are bad. Well, like your team and support your team. Don't bash other people's teams. I don't do that.
That's the part of
I don't bash the Yankees. They're a good team. I'm not a fan of them, but I don't bash them.
Hey,
that's just.
I don't attack one of your players. I don't do that.
No, no one's attacking the Giants player.
No, I'm saying that I don't go after other players and say they suck. I'm saying like Judge is a good player, and I'll keep rooting him on. I won't be like all those.
Chef, if you want to come on, you should.
I don't do that.
Yeah,
Judge is a good player. You know, he grew up as a Yankee. He grew up as a Giants fan.
No, I understand that, but part of being.
Celia, you do not consider Judge an elite player in the postseason, except for last year. Well, there's not an except. Either you're a great postseason player or you're not. And the guy hit 600 last year. So I don't know how you get any more elite than that.
And Aaron Judge's parents took him to Giants games when he was a kid.
Remember, Alex Rodriguez spent 5 postseasons before the 2009 struggling.
Exactly, and he was beyond freaking garbage.
Yeah. I remember when he struck out with the bases loaded in 04.
So Jonathan, if you were playing an MLB 26 with Aaron Judge on the cover, Who would well if you had an all like a team of 5 players? Would you mix current players and all past players? Like, would you mix it up? Would you say Judge, Jeter, Rodriguez,
Well,
Munson, and Chambly?
obviously, my Yankee all-time lineup had Judge in it. Yes.
Yeah.
All
No,
right,
but
Celia. So my question back to you is, if Judge has a great postseason this year and the Yankees win the World Series, is he now considered clutch? Because that would only be two out of 9 seasons that he's been in the postseason and done well. What's it going to take for Judge to be considered clutch in the postseason? Rodriguez was 0 for 5 and then became the World Series hero in 2009. Now, all of a sudden, everyone thinks that Rodriguez was clutch his entire career as a postseason Yankee.
Until Judge hits in the World Series and wins the World Series, there are going to be people that just says he can't do it in the major league in the postseason.
I mean, are they expecting Judge to be like
until he wins?
Are they expecting Judge to be like Reggie in '77?
Some people are. 3 home runs in a game.
You know, or are they expecting him to be like Jeter in 2000? And
Hey Ken, are you thinking about having a Yankees fan cave where you put up all the like players Yankees jerseys in your put up Jeter's jersey hanging up there, put Rodriguez up there, kind of make a room dedicated to the Yankees? Would you do that?
Would I consider doing it a sports room?
Dedicated to the Yankees? Maybe put like a Yankees neon sign up in there and put some other cool stuff in there.
Well, I have 4 Yankee neon signs. I have 5 Chiefs neon signs. I've got a plethora of signs. I've got Yankee memorabilia scattered through my house. I was a Navy guy for 31 years, and most Navy guys have I love me walls with their personal accomplishments on the walls and whatnot. And I don't have one freaking award, one plaque, one ribbon, one thing on the wall.
You don't have a ribbon? I thought you served and you don't have any ribbon to show you served. Normally you have like a Purple Heart or something like that you hang in your thing to show that you served.
Here you go. Here's my ribbon bar without my warfare designators. I have a shitload of ribbons and shitload of awards.
Or not.
I just don't display them as like an honor love me wall. I don't believe in that.
Right.
As a matter of fact, my ribbon bar was found and they wanted to welcome chef, and my wife wanted me to have it framed and hung on the wall, and I said, okay, I'll do it, and it's sitting on my workbench.
Hey Nick.
Oh Lord.
How's it going, Nick?
Yeah, I'm all right. How are you?
I'm doing great. Thanks for joining.
Thank you. I appreciate you for telling me I need to join. Well,
yeah.
I just want to say something.
Yeah.
Everyone needs to go to Walgreens, go to the pharmacy section, and get a chill pill. Jesus Christ, everyone's so angry. We need to relax a little.
I'm not angry.
Like they say in Espanol, it's espérate. Let's go relax. Tranquilo, right?
Oh, yeah.
Like, look, at the end of the day, it's like, yeah, sure, Judge can be 4 for 4, 5 for 5, 6 for 6. But, we have our own problems. We have our own stress. We can't really care about what's going to happen the next day. We got to wait, man. Geez, let's just talk sports. Let's talk Yankees and just relax, Let's just take a chill pill. We don't have to be personal about posters on the wall. If you have a autographed Judge that you hold near and dear to your heart at night, like we look close to your tummy. If that makes you go to sleep, that's fine. I love that. That's good for you. There you go. Ken's pointing at something.
Here on the back wall,
Look,
I
now
Hey
have
Nick,
I have two
Everyone,
hat
hold on,
racks.
SGA. Hold on, SGA. Everyone's getting nervous because this is not a PG show. I'm on Ken's channel. Anything goes, right, Ken? Right?
It does.
Damn
I
right.
have a rack of ball caps sitting over here. A lot of them are Yankee ball caps.
There you go.
I
Okay.
guess that's my montage. And I've got the 4th of July 2025 hat sitting at top.
Love
Veterans hat. I've got Master Chief hats, Senior Chief hats.
it.
Uh,
I love it.
special operations, SBU 22, SBU 24 hats. I got a bunch of bullets that I shot off. You remember how you used to do that, Sean, when you were active duty? You'd be collecting
Oh, yeah.
brass.
Yeah.
I got boxes of that shit.
You know, I collected brass the hard way. I got a couple of them ejected from the neighboring gun during the OP1, Ops 1 training on a night fire, and it crawled right under the neck of my IBA.
Well, it's good to see you guys. Good to see you, Ken. Good to see you, Sean. Jonathan, as always. SGA, always a pleasure seeing you. Seeing you. I appreciate your comments. The last live play-by-play stream with me, Evan and Jason, with the Venezuela versus USA game. Thank you. I appreciate it. Good to see everyone in the comments in the community too. Welcome to.
So
okay.
I can't wait for the spring train to be over. These games do not count. These games are meaningless. I want to wait for the regular season to start. That's where the real fun happens. When we play the Yankees and Oracle on the 25th of March, that's when the real stuff happens. That's when the party starts. You know, Yankees and Giants.
The party. What party?
We're gonna sweep you guys.
Well,
Okay.
Are you rage baiting or are you? Being
Yeah, we are. We're gonna sweep you guys.
All right. Okay.
All right.
We're gonna win the first game 5-1, second game 4-3, third game 5-4.
Nice. Okay, I see that.
Do you remember the Yankee opening series this past season?
Yes, I do. But do you, SGA?
How about you, SGA?
I
Do you
remember.
that?
I remember the when we played in your Yankee Stadium opening day last year.
We didn't play you an opening day last year. We played.
No,
No,
I
we
did a
played the
stream.
Brewers.
I did a stream when we played New York and on my channel. I did a stream with NY with NFE.
That was 24.
So we never played you guys after. So we never
played.
played you guys after 2004.
Well, can I say an update?
No,
Sure.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, sure,
After
Jonathan. Thank you.
3 innings, Heel has 5 strikeouts, no runs, no walks, no hits.
Yeah.
And
Wow. I mean that.
and no base runners.
No,
No base running.
9 down.
no
That's
run.
the best
Nick, I have
stat
a
of all.
question
So
for you. What do you
Heel
like
is
to cook?
perfect after 3.
SGA, we're talking about baseball here, not cooking.
Baseball. Baseball been
But
very,
you're
very good
chef.
to me.
You're a chef.
SGA, I'm a chef, but also this is Ken's channel. You have to respect what we're doing right here. So, Ken, what do you want to talk about? You want to talk about cooking, or you want to talk about the Yankees or baseball? What do you? Ken's up to Ken.
We're talking baseball right now.
Good.
We're giving interim updates on the Orioles game since freaking Gotham Sports app is the only way that we could actually view it live, which pisses me off. So I could not call tonight's game. But there was concern about heel pitching, and I believe that he worked on a lot of stuff during spring training. And this is his warm-up for the big dance that starts on Wednesday. And he's showing what he's got. So.
Yeah. But no, SJ, last year, the Yankees pounded the Brewers.
As a matter of fact, that was the torpedo bat controversy from the beginning of the season. The
Right.
Yankees are cheating.
The Yankees hit 9 homers as a team in back-to-back games against the Brewers. And one of them, Judge, hit 3 homers without the torpedo bat. But yeah, everybody wanted to focus on the torpedo bats with Jazz Chisholm and Anthony Volpe
Austin
and
Wells, Anthony Volpe, Paul Goldschmidt.
well, yeah, Paul Goldschmidt, Cody Bellinger.
Well, maybe I should ask SGA this. SGA, you said the Giants are going to sweep the Yankees. What benefit are you going to get out of that?
I just
Celia?
want them. I just want the Giants to sweep them.
Why?
I just want them to.
That's not an answer. Why? You have to be more specific.
I don't have an answer.
Well, then your answer is irrelevant. Why would you say that?
How's it irrelevant?
Well, because you're saying that you have no substance to your answer, then you're just rage baiting. So why would you say that?
So if the Giants beat the Yankees, we'll make a bet, and if we sweep you guys on 3 games, you have to wear a Giants hat.
Well,
And that's where you have to take off your Yankees logo and put a Giants logo if we make a bet and we sweep you in a 3-game series.
That doesn't even make sense. Why? Like
no, but I want to make a bet. If I lose all 3 games, then I have to give Ken $5, and if you guys beat us, I have to give you $5.
I don't want your money. I don't need your money. I'm just saying, like,
people make a bet. Like if I lose, then I have to give him money, and if it's the other way around, he has to pay me money.
No, I don't think Ken wants your money or wants to pay.
I don't want money. I don't need money. As a matter of fact,
you bet. Have you seen people make bets?
I make too much of it.
Yeah, all the time.
So if the Yankees lose, I have to do the opposite. And if the Giants win, I have to do the other way around.
And we have a
$5
super chat from Deadly St. Louis. You guys rock, and the Giants fan is delusional.
It's my team.
Yeah,
you're not gonna expect me to be delusional. This is my team. Why you don't think I'll be delusional?
SJ,
I could be as delusional as I want.
You have plenty of time up here. I'm going to drop you down because I've got another guest coming in.
I'll see you on in the chat on March 25th. Yes. Giants and Yankees game 1. May the best team win.
You got it, SGA. Good to see you, brother.
You got it.
See you later.
Take care.
See you.
Well, that was fun.
We're bringing up.
Hey, what's up, guys?
I'm gonna have to go down for a minute.
Hey.
Ken, hold on a second. I was gonna tell you to leave him on. I was gonna blast him right there.
Nah,
All right, but what's up, guys? What's up, Ken, Jonathan, Chef Nick, Sean, everybody? Ken, great job.
It looks like it should
I
have.
missed mute Jonathan's mic.
Yeah,
all right.
I was about to say that.
All right, well, Ken, great job as always with your shorts, and I want to give a big shout out to you, Ken. You do a great job with the open panel and also the shorts you put out, and all the graphics that your son puts out there. Shout out to John, taking his day out of taking time out of his day to do it, and I just want to give a big shout out to you guys, and also big shout out to your grandchildren. They're the best, and looking forward to seeing both of them on the stream pretty soon. So I just want to put that out there. But yeah, so
most appreciated.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah.
So yeah, but like I said, you need a that statement from SJ. He didn't even give you guys a valid reasoning, and you cannot just say that like that. But you know what? Let's just see Wednesday. Obviously, cannot wait. And the first ever MLB game on Netflix. That would be cool. And then Jameis Winston from the New York Giants. He's gonna be a special guest on the panel. So stay tuned for that. So it'll be cool to see. He used to play baseball actually in Florida State when he was in Florida State. And
when he was a two-sport. Yeah, two-sport athlete. Yeah.
But, back to Yankee baseball. How do y'all feel about Jason Dominguez being assigned to minor league camp today?
Oh wait, he just got assigned?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
yeah.
All right. So then that means then Gruchek is making the team.
Right.
Gruchek. So
Is that official?
all right. I don't know if that's official, but if he's assigned to minor league camp, then that means okay. So that's good then, because that means he's going to play. He's going to get all the reps that he needs, and then whenever he's ready, maybe we'll call him up and then and also, or maybe like I said, trade value, maybe trade bait. You never know. So I'm happy that they assigned him to minor league camp because he needs to play, man. He needs to get his reps in. He's a starter. He has potential, and I'm happy they did that because that means that they already have their outfield set, and then it most likely means Gerchek is going to make the team.
I don't think he's going to make it.
Oh wow, okay.
I don't think.
Who else
I think-
would be our fourth outfielder?
Yeah. Schumann? Oh wow.
Schumann plays all three positions in the outfield, and he plays 3 infield positions also. So he is a definite super utility guy. And if you look back at my,
I'm sorry about that.
no problem, John. If you look back on my Schumann short, look. You don't necessarily have to listen to the dialogue. Look at the fielding plays. He has 3+ plays in the outfield in that short.
Well, that's one reason why I like Schumann and I want him on this team. The Yankees use him on the bench.
And that's why I think that Grichuk isn't going to make the team.
No.
Maybe I guess is he able to join them? Can they send him down to the minors?
They can't send Grichuk down to the minors, but Grichuk also has an opt-out where he can put himself out as a
Free agent.
as a free agent and look for a contract from another team. Paul DeYoung is one that had that exact same option, and he came out on New York Sports and said that he would not be opting out. He would take assignment down to minor league camp, and that's a plus thing. Matter of fact,
can also play infield.
Jake brought up a comment that Heel and Gill are dominating. Both pitchers have gone 9 up and 9 down. He's right.
Wow.
They're handling business. As a matter of fact, Heel just struck out Taylor Ward. That's a 6 strikeout.
Well, you know why? You know what the reason why I don't watch you and the app at the same time?
Why?
Wait.
Because you are faster than the app. You call the strikeout just before the pitch is thrown.
Yes,
God.
agreed,
Yeah.
John. Agreed, man.
No, I get that at times. Even when I watch like Ace or some of the other guys that do play-by-play, a lot of times
You
it's
mean
quicker
you watch
than the
other
app.
play-by-plays? What the hell is wrong with you,
Oh, you traitor!
traitor?
No,
Whoa.
I'm just saying in the past. But no, I check in from different things, but I predominantly
me too.
am here.
Well, I watch NFE's play-by-play from time to time.
Me too. What's up, NFE? It's Chad. Good to see you, brother.
Yeah, Ian,
Can't forget him.
Caballero does play outfield. If you remember in his debut game with the Yankees versus the Marlins, he was in right field. He charged the ball that went all under his glove and rolled all the way to the damn fence.
Mm. Yeah, I remember that.
It was like, man, we brought in 3 pitchers and they all bombed. The outfielder or the speed guy blew a play. I was like, holy moly.
Yeah, it was all crazy. But what do you think with McMahon? Do you think that he'll show from the adjustments in a matter of time?
Honestly,
Offensive.
if McMahon hits 200 and feels the way he does, I don't care. He has stabilized the left side of our infield like no damn tomorrow. The only thing that I don't like is when the Yankees play him at shortstop. That pisses me off.
Yeah,
It's like you have one of the best third basemen in the game playing out of position. It's not like the Yankees haven't done it. We brought in IKF, Gold Glove winning third baseman. Did he ever play third base for the Yankees? Hell no. He was we played him at shortstop.
I have no idea why though. Why didn't IKF ever play third when he was a third baseman and we needed a third baseman?
well, we did the same thing when we moved Gio Urshela to shortstop.
Yeah.
after the failed Taurus experiment.
So
Yeah, because
Ian has got a point. Ian Hawaiian has got a point.
Yeah.
Schumann, Rosario, Cabrera, they all play outfield. So we've got layers of depth.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit! Alonso just got the first hit of the game. He got a double for.
Polar
They're
bear.
already 2 outs, but.
But what I was gonna say is the reason why IKF didn't play third base is because we had Josh Donaldson over there.
Yeah, that was
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
that guy.
Yeah, I have no idea why they ever got Donaldson.
That was a waste of a trade.
Donaldson was suspended, and they didn't play him at third base. We DFA'd Donaldson, did play him at third base. And God's honest truth, the Yankees wanted to get rid of Gary Sanchez more than they gave a damn about how much they paid Donaldson. That was a salary dump for a salary dump.
That was dumb.
But it was, it was the comments that Cashman made.
So bad, why didn't they just DFA him? They could have just eaten the money, not have to dealt with his salary was what? Sanchez was
20 million.
No,
20 mil.
Sanchez.
20?
Yeah, Gary Sanchez was 20 mil.
No, he wasn't 20 mil.
No, Sanchez wasn't 20 mil. I know that
He was
Donaldson.
4 to 6 million, something like that.
So we dumped 6 million for 20 mil.
Yes.
So speaking of, we were able to. So when John Donaldson did his rehab assignment at Somerset, we were able to be there for the rehab assignments and covered it, and then also worked. So.
Did you do an interview or any events with him?
No, not events, but I did. I asked him a question.
If you had done an event, he would have got traded.
Yeah. But, no, we didn't do any events with him. We did a segment with him actually in the minor when he was at Somerset, and it was cool. He was a good guy, but unfortunately, it was a waste of a trade and waste of time.
Listen, are you in Florida now?
Huh? No, I'm in New Jersey.
Jersey. Because the clouds above you that are the.
He's in his car.
It's raining here. Yeah.
Yeah, they look a little bit lighter than they do in New York.
Yeah, yes, actually, it's getting dark. It gets dark here later now in New Jersey at the time change.
Well, it is spring. It's the first day of spring, so
I think so. Yeah.
Equinox.
Really?
And I'm certainly hoping that the Yankees stop doing that. Oh, guess what? Grisham just struck it, or Hill just struck out Kobe Mayo. Strike out number 7.
Let's go, Louis Hill.
Let's go.
He's ready.
Let's
Woo! It's right in front of us.
But and I like that Warren is actually attacking hitters now.
Yep. Will Warren has
He's not
improved
doing
a
his
lot.
little nibbling.
I'm happy for Will Warren. His command is much better now, and he definitely improved from last year to now. And I think I hope he's a big part of the rotation, a big part of the team.
Well, I have him as the number 2 starter in our rotation. And a lot of people will say, well, why isn't Cam Schlittler number 2? I says, first of all, the reason that I have Cam as the number 3 is because he's still learning to pitch at the major league level.
And
Second of all, with his injury, his late start in spring training, he's only going to be up to 70 pitches when he pitches his first outing.
Yeah.
Yep. But
70 out of Schledler, I think, is better than 90 of Hill or Blackburn or whoever the fifth starter is going to be.
Or Weathers.
So Warren, no, you're saying Cam is going to be on 70. You think Cam is going to be 70 pitches in the first start, you think, right?
Yes.
And then Will Warren, they'll let him go for Will Warren.
Warren will be at 90 plus.
Yeah.
And he's gonna have his time in the hopper against the Giants. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, guys. I think it's gonna be great. But I gotta hop out and get ready for work tonight, and my phone's about to die.
I'll hop out soon too. But I just wanted to show support with the panel. Hey,
Thank you,
Sean,
sir.
enjoy your stay safe at work, Sean, and great job as always. Great working with you, Sean, and obviously Chef Nick, my guy Chef Nick, and then Ken, the ugly truth, actually the handsome truth. There you go.
Hey now.
And
Oh
then,
no. Sorry, Ken.
and then Jonathan, good to see you, Jonathan. But Chef Nick, we gotta shred the coleslaw and then crab meat too. So there you go.
There you go.
All right. Thanks,
all right,
guys. I'm
bye.
going to drop you down. Have
All
a
right.
great night.
Oh,
And
Ken, I'm
Nathan is
sorry.
out of here. And Sean is out of here.
Woo! There we go. 3.
Down to 3.
So, let's see. I have a feeling after today there's going to be a one or two more cuts after the game, or
Well, who do you think?
before tomorrow.
Everyone, do you have anyone in mind, or
I already have my roster. I already have my opening day roster right
okay,
here.
awesome, okay.
I think because I don't know who is left from the maybe I can call you. I can tell you who my opening day roster is based
Yeah,
on
please.
this.
I would love to hear it. Yeah.
I have David Bednar, Jake Bird, Paul Blackburn, Fernando Cruz, Camilo Deval, Max Fried, Louis Hill, Tim Hill, Cam Schlittler, Will Warren, Ryan Weathers, and Ryan Yarborough. The catchers are Scar and Wells. Infielders are Caballero, Jazz, Paul Goldschmidt, Ryan McMahon, Ben Rice, Ahmed Rosario, and Max Schumann, probably.
Mhm.
Cody Bellinger, Grisham, and Judge in the outfield, and Stanton at the DH.
I agree with that roster. Yeah.
So no Grichuk.
No Grichuk.
Oh, you mentioned Grichuk. I'm sorry. You say Grisham. Goldschmidt?
Right as of now, I don't have Grishik. I think there might be another roster move beforehand, but as of now, I do not have Grishik.
The
Because
question that I have is, where the hell is Montero?
Oh,
Jose
well, I think he's
I
stuck on
think
an
Jose
island.
Montero is out of baseball. Jesus Montero.
No, it's the other
Rafael
Montero.
Montero. Oh,
Raphael.
I don't
Yeah,
think
but-
Rafael Montero came to the U.S.
Yeah, I think he's waiting for the movie Castaway Part 2 with Tom Hanks to get on a raft to come here. So I think he's stuck on an island. So he's not here yet. So eventually that will happen. So yeah, he's not in the U.S. yet. So.
From my understanding, he was having trouble. It
With his
says
visa?
here for I
I think he was having trouble with his visa, his MasterCard.
he was having trouble with his visa and
yeah.
All right, for the love of God, he signed a contract. Major League Baseball has to have some type of lateral agreement to get these international players into the States. This guy was supposed to be a veteran presence with the possibility of making our opening day roster in the pen. Well, he hasn't thrown one pitch in the spring training.
no.
I love your patience.
That was a $1.8 million deal that we signed him to.
Yeah, I know.
Well, I guess that's a burned up of $1.8 million, I don't even. I think that was I didn't even read his contract.
Yeah, I did when I dropped my short. Where the hell is Rafael Montero at?
Yes. Great short, by the way. Yep.
Rafael Montero signed a minor league contract with the Yankees.
And the Yankees go down 1-2-3 in the bottom of the fourth.
He signed that contract 5 weeks ago.
Yeah.
So I have no idea where.
Paddled on a boat and got here in 5 weeks.
Yeah. That's
Beat
what I was
dry.
saying with the Castaway boat. Castaway raft with Tom Hanks. You ever see that movie, Ken?
I have.
Good. Okay. Is Ken laughing?
All right, fellas. We have been on for about an hour and 20 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and end this stream. It's time to get some munchies. I'm a little bit hungry, and Din Din Bell is ringing. Last thoughts from Nick, Jonathan.
One thing left is tomorrow. Tomorrow is a birthday for me.
Oh, tomorrow's your birthday, Jonathan?
Tomorrow is my birthday.
Wow, happy early birthday.
Thank you.
Oh, of course. Yeah, well deserved. Well deserved birthday.
And the Yankees are facing off against the Tigers, so a early birthday present would be a convincing victory with Cam Schlittler on the bump tomorrow.
Yeah.
All right. Last thoughts, Nick.
Came here a little late. Great to stumble upon SGA, but more importantly, great to stumble upon you guys. You guys are awesome. Jonathan, always great to see you. And Ken, thank you for the morning stream. I learned a lot from the Rule 5 draft that you pretty much taught me. So it's also everything that I pretty much hear from you always teaches me things. So thank you, Ken, as always. You're a blessing in disguise. Thank you. You're the man.
Did you know about the Rule 5 draft before Ken told you about it?
Some things, but not all of it.
You know who's the only Hall of Famer from the Rule 5 draft?
I have no idea. I would like to admit it that I don't.
Roberto Clemente.
Wow, I didn't know that. I was going to say Clemente Roberto, but you called it. Thank you. And Ken is laughing. Yes.
Johan Santana was on his way to be a Hall of Famer, but he probably.
Jonathan, you don't understand how I tried to make Ken laugh for the amount of time I met him. He did. That's it. We're good. We're good.
You've accomplished your goal.
Yes. Oh man. Oh.
I'm sure you'll have plenty of opportunities during the season.
I hope so. Well, thank you guys. No, Jonathan, thank you. I didn't know that though. No, thank you very much for that. Yeah, look, every time I come on with you guys, most of the time with Ken, but some of the time with Jonathan, I definitely want to learn more, and I definitely want to learn a lot. So I've learned a lot from you guys. So thank you. You guys are awesome. I always love working with you for the time that we have. So thank you. Appreciate you.
Not a problem.
Always good to see you guys too. Mm-hmm.
Jonathan, last takes.
Well, I'm looking forward to opening day next week. As I said, I have a birthday tomorrow, so I'll probably be busy for most of the day. But beyond that, I'm hoping for a good season and hopefully a World Series.
Well, this is the time of dreams. Everybody starts out with a 0-0 record in hopes of grandeur in the postseason. So,
yeah,
I like the team that we've put together. It's like what we have the potential to do. Now it's just a question of executing.
The other thing I will mention is I think this year's bench is probably the strongest bench I've seen since Aaron Boone became manager.
Yep.
You're right.
I think with the return of Rodon and Cole, that we will have the best rotation that Aaron Boone has had to manage.
Yeah. But we probably won't see that until at least the end of May.
Well, I was encouraged with Garrett Cole's start.
I'm still predicting Cole coming back Memorial Day weekend.
Do you think that's enough time?
That
Even from the start, yeah.
That is 8 weeks.
No, I'm saying like just from what you saw from the first start. Do you think that's enough time? Let's just say no setbacks whatsoever. He's ready to go. You think? Yeah.
If he has no setbacks, I think Memorial 8 weeks is enough time. Based on how he pitched the first time I saw him, he pitched. I think Memorial Day is a good timeline with the Yankees. Of course, will be very cautious with him, so it might be
Yeah.
June, but I'm as I said, at earliest Memorial Day.
Okay. I like that. That's very promising. Okay.
And for me, my last thoughts are I'm looking forward to the season. We'll start calling regular season games on Wednesday, right here on Yankees The Ugly Truth at 8 p.m.
Love it.
Eastern Standard Time. It'll be simulcast on NY Yankee Mania. Hop in, listen to a little bit of baseball, stay hey.
And turn on Netflix.
And for those of you that are here, if you haven't, please hit the like button, share the channel out. And if you're not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing. Your support is most appreciated. I look forward to the baseball season kicking off and doing more of these open panel types, having folks come up. And, of course, the play-by-play, and I'll continue to drop shorts. Have a great night, and we'll see you in the funny papers.
Never slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented being negative when you should be getting after it. I got facts over tracks, this and that. Spitting slow, spitting fast. I could roast, I could gas. Think I'm okay at last, but I don't know if that can erase all the past. I don't ever slow up.